What if a creature massive, hairy, and elusive roams the forests of our world, unseen by the majority, yet leaving a trail of sightings and tales that span centuries? What if Bigfoot exists? Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves for an exploration of one of the most enduring mysteries of our time, the enigma of Bigfoot. This intriguing figure, shrouded in controversy, has been a subject of debate for centuries. Is it a myth, a figment of our collective imagination, or a creature lurking in the remote corners of our world yet to be discovered? From the ancient story of Gilgamesh and his companion Enkidu, which dates back to 2100 BC, to the recent flurry of sightings in the year 2020, the tale of Bigfoot has been woven into our history. It has left an indelible footprint on our collective consciousness, crossing cultures, continents, and time. Consider French navigator Samuel de Champlain, who in the 17th century wrote about a monster the natives called Gugu, or British explorer David Thompson, who in 1811 found strange tracks in Jasper, Alberta, that were not of a grizzly. Then there's The Wild Man of California, a story published by the Titus Morning Herald in 1870. And let's not forget the enormous footprints found in the Himalayan mountains by explorer Charles Howard Berry in 1921. The term Bigfoot itself was coined in 1958 by a logger named Gerald Crew. He found large footprints at a construction site, sparking a new wave of interest and speculation. And then, most famously, there's the Patterson-Gimlin film, a short piece of footage that allegedly shows a female Bigfoot, affectionately known as Patty. Many consider this film to be the most compelling visual evidence of Bigfoot's existence. With over 3,500 sightings reported in 2020 alone, the question remains as alive as ever. Is Bigfoot real, or is it the biggest fictional myth ever created? Join us as we step into the footprints of this legendary creature, tracing its journey through time. Our journey begins in the ancient world around 2100 BC with the Epic of Gilgamesh. This epic, one of the earliest known works of literature, tells the tale of Gilgamesh, a king who befriends a wild man named Enkidu. Enkidu, initially as wild as the animals he lives among, is tamed and brought into civilization by a priestess. Once civilized, he becomes Gilgamesh's closest companion, and together they embark on heroic adventures. Enkidu's description in the ancient text is strikingly similar to what many today would call Bigfoot. He's described as enormous, covered in hair, and possessing incredible strength. Interestingly, he's also depicted as a gentle, noble creature, much like the Bigfoot of modern lore. These similarities beg the question, could Enkidu have been an early representation of Bigfoot? An attempt by the ancients to explain the unexplainable? Was Enkidu an early representation of Bigfoot, or was he merely a creation of imagination? Fast forward to the era of American settlers, when a monster called Gugu was described by French navigator Samuel de Champlain. It was an era of exploration and discovery, filled with thrilling encounters with the unknown. Champlain's writings brought to life a creature known to the natives as Gugu, a beast of formidable size and strength. The Gugu was said to emit terrifying sounds, its silhouette striking fear into the hearts of those who crossed its path. Yet, when we delve into these accounts, we find striking similarities with the modern-day descriptions of Bigfoot. Both are described as colossal, mysterious creatures, seemingly at one with the wilderness, their existence a blend of fact and folklore. The parallels are indeed fascinating. From the intimidating stature to the unsettling sounds, the Gugu of Champlain's era bears a remarkable resemblance to our Bigfoot. This begs the question, could the Gugu be a forgotten name for what we now call Bigfoot? In 1811, British explorer David Thompson logged an intriguing discovery in his journal. He was trekking through the rugged landscapes of Jasper, Alberta, when he came across a set of massive tracks. These were no ordinary animal prints. Measuring a staggering 14 inches long and 8 inches wide, they dwarfed the footprints of any known creature in the region. Thompson, a seasoned explorer, was immediately struck by the peculiarity of the prints. He ruled out the possibility of them belonging to a grizzly, the only local creature large enough to leave such marks. His journal entries echo his confusion and fascination. He pondered the origins of these enormous tracks, but no satisfactory explanation presented itself. This moment became a significant waypoint in our journey to unravel the Bigfoot enigma. Was Thompson the first to document Bigfoot's tracks, or was it a case of mistaken identity? This question remains a tantalizing mystery in the ongoing quest to separate fact from folklore. Jump to 1870, when the Titus Morning Herald published a captivating story about the Wild Man of California. This tale was not just of a man living in the wilderness, but a creature of immense stature, covered in coarse hair, with a strength that was reported to be beyond human. The wild man was said to emit a strange, eerie cry that echoed through the California forests, a sound that locals claimed could chill the blood of any listener. This account was met with a mix of fear and fascination. The description of the wild man bore striking parallels to the creature we now know as Bigfoot. The size, the hair, the strength, the eerie cry, all of these characteristics mirror those reported in hundreds of Bigfoot sightings. It begs the question, was this wild man of California actually an early recorded sighting of Bigfoot? Could this have been one of the first encounters with the legendary creature on American soil? Was this wild man another piece in the Bigfoot puzzle? In 1921, explorer Charles Howard Berry stumbled upon something enormous in the Himalayan mountains. While trekking through the rugged terrains, he came across a chain of footprints that were nothing less than gigantic. Each footprint measured a staggering length and breadth, far exceeding the size of any human or known animal footprint. The discovery sparked a wave of speculation and intrigue. Was it an unknown creature native to the Himalayas, or could it be the elusive Bigfoot? The footprint size and the stride between them implied a creature of considerable size and strength. The local Sherpa guides accompanying Howard Berry shared stories of the legendary Yeti, a creature similar in description to Bigfoot, further fueling the speculation. However, the mystery remained, as Howard Berry could not find any other evidence to support the existence of such a creature. The footprints in the snow were the only tangible clue left behind. Did Howard Berry uncover proof of Bigfoot's existence, or was it merely a mountainous mystery? It was 1958 when a logger named Gerald Crew left an indelible mark on the Bigfoot narrative. In the thick of Northern California's redwoods, Gerald Crew was just another hard-working logger. But one day, his mundane routine was disrupted by a curious discovery. As Crew navigated the construction site, something unusual caught his eye. There, imprinted in the mud, were enormous footprints. These were no ordinary animal tracks. Each footprint measured a staggering 16 inches long and 7 inches wide. The sheer size of these prints was enough to send a shiver down anyone's spine, but it wasn't merely the dimensions that struck Crew. It was the distinct, human-like outline of the prints. They resembled a human footprint, but on a scale unlike anything he had ever seen. Crew's discovery sent a ripple of excitement through his logging crew. They began to cast the tracks in plaster, preserving these peculiar imprints for posterity. Word of the giant footprints spread quickly through the local community, sparking a media frenzy. It was in this whirlwind of intrigue and speculation that the term Bigfoot was coined. The local newspaper, the Humboldt Times, published a story about the footprints, referring to the unknown creature that made them as Bigfoot. The name stuck. The term Bigfoot quickly entered the public lexicon, becoming synonymous with the mysterious creature that supposedly roamed the forests of North America. Yet, the question remained. What could have possibly made those footprints? Was it a prank, a misidentified bear track, or evidence of a creature yet unknown to science? Crew himself believed in the latter, convinced that he had stumbled upon the tracks of a genuine giant humanoid creature. With this, the legend of Bigfoot was born, but was it based on fact or fiction? As we delve deeper into the mystery of Bigfoot, we'll continue to explore this question, trying to separate the myth from the reality. But for now, we leave you in the suspenseful embrace of the unknown. The birth of Bigfoot is just the beginning of a tale that continues to captivate the world. Possibly the most famous evidence of Bigfoot's existence came in the form of a film. Yes, we're talking about the Patterson-Gimlin film of 1967, a film that has sparked controversy, fascination, and a lot of head-scratching for over half a century. The story goes like this. Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin, two men from Yakima, Washington, set out on a horseback journey through the dense forests of Northern California. They were armed with a 16mm camera and a hope to capture something extraordinary. On October 20th, they got their wish. Their film allegedly shows a female Bigfoot, affectionately named Patty, striding across a clearing in the woods. For a minute, let's delve into the controversy. From the moment the film was released, skeptics and believers alike have dissected it, frame by frame. Some argue that the creature's movements are too smooth, too human-like to be a wild beast. Others point out the muscle definition visible beneath Patty's fur, arguing it's too detailed to be a simple costume. Then, there's the question of the film's quality. It's grainy and shaky, as you might expect from a handheld camera in the 1960s, but for some, This just adds to the mystery, while others see it as convenient cover for a potential hoax. And what about Patterson and Gimlin themselves? Both men maintained until their deaths that the film was genuine. Yet, accusations of a hoax have followed them throughout their lives, with some claiming they hired a man in a suit to play the part of Patty. Despite the controversy, the Patterson-Gimlin film remains a cornerstone in the Bigfoot phenomenon. It has inspired countless expeditions, documentaries, and debates. Its authenticity may never be definitively proven or disproven, but it has undeniably fueled the fire of the Bigfoot mystery. Was Patty the proof we've been waiting for, or was it a well-crafted hoax? The question lingers, a testament to the enduring enigma that is Bigfoot. Today, with over 3,500 sightings reported in 2020 alone, the Bigfoot phenomenon is stronger than ever. The elusive creature, often described as a towering, hairy bipedal beast, continues to captivate the world's curiosity, as reports of sightings have not only increased but have also spanned the globe. Now imagine this. From the dense forests of North America to the remote wilderness of the Himalayas, from the quiet woods of Europe to the untamed wilds of Australia, people from all walks of life and all corners of the world report encounters with creatures that fit the description of Bigfoot. This global spread of sightings paints a picture of a creature that is not confined to one region but has a presence worldwide. The variety in these descriptions is equally fascinating. Some describe Bigfoot as a gentle giant, while others portray it as a fearsome beast. Some reports tell of a creature that walks upright like a man, while others speak of a beast that moves with the agility of an ape. The color of its fur varies from dark brown to auburn, and even white. The height estimates range from 6 to 10 feet tall. Despite these variations, the common thread that runs through all these accounts is the sheer size and strength of the creature, and its ability to vanish without a trace. But what does this surge in sightings signify? Skeptics argue that the increasing number of sightings is a result of the creature's growing popularity in pop culture. They claim that the power of suggestion and the human tendency to see patterns where there are none are at play. However, believers point out that the consistency in descriptions and the global spread of sightings lend credibility to the existence of Bigfoot. Do these stories validate Bigfoot's existence, or do they simply feed a myth? The debate rages on, and the truth continues to elude us. But one thing is certain, the Bigfoot phenomenon, whether fact or fiction, has a firm grip on our collective imagination. The journey of Bigfoot, from ancient tales to modern sightings, is a trail marked with questions and controversy. This enigmatic creature has left an indelible footprint not just in the wilderness, but also in our collective consciousness, sparking debates and dividing opinions. We've journeyed from the ancient legend of Gilgamesh and his companion Enkidu, which dates back to 2100 BC. We've heard of the monster Gugu as described by French navigator Samuel de Champlain during the era of the American settlers. We've traced the 14-inch long and 8-inch wide tracks found by British explorer David Thompson in Jasper, Alberta in 1811. We've explored the tale of the Wild Man of California, as published in the Titus Morning Herald in 1870. We've climbed the Himalayan mountains with explorer Charles Howard Barry, where he found enormous footprints in 1921. We've stood at the construction site where logger Gerald Crew found large footprints in 1958 and coined the term Bigfoot. We've examined the Patterson-Gimlin film, which is possibly the best visual proof of Bigfoot's existence. And, most recently, we've discussed the over 3,500 sightings reported in 2020 alone. Yet, despite all this, the existence of Bigfoot remains a question of fact or fiction. The evidence presented can be compelling, but it's also shrouded in mystery, often lacking scientific backing or being susceptible to hoaxes. Is Bigfoot a remnant of our ancient past, a creature lurking in the unexplored corners of our world? Or is it a product of our collective imagination, a myth born from our fascination with the unknown? The debate rages on, with believers and skeptics presenting their cases. But one thing is certain: Bigfoot, real or not, has captured our curiosity and continues to fuel our quest for understanding the mysteries of our world. Is Bigfoot real, or is this the biggest fictional myth ever made? The answer, it seems, remains as elusive as the creature itself.